You're gonna like this one. This is Master Mix, my Master Mix, that I haven't made this in a long time, so it's about time I did. Now, what that means is from this simple mix, you can, from there, just add a few things and also make, I wrote them up, muffins, and you can put in what you like. I like this orange raisin cake. Raisins are optional. You can make dumplings, really easy. And a coffee cake. So, our master mix, I'm going to point it down here. It's really simple. It's like everything you have pretty much in the house. So let's get cracking. I'm going to point the camera down, okay? Here we go. I am using this. Now, I'm supposed to sift this twice. The ingredients. There's like 5 ingredients, I think. So let's get going and then I'll explain. The first one is baking powder. Now, my baking powder, I knew it had to be old. And this is an active ingredient that you're going to need. So since I'm going to have this master mix around for a long time in like an airtight Tupperware container, so I can whip it out, add 2 things, and then make the other things we mentioned, I thought I'd break out my new one. So, because this one says it expired on the bottom of the can. Best if used by December of 2019. And this happens to be 2022. So I am going to open this. And we're going to use the new one. How about that? So what I need, because I cut this mix in half. I used to make too much of it and then not feel good about it. We're going to use 2 tablespoons, but we're also going to use 2 teaspoons. Like I literally had to cut it in half and do the math. Imagine that. I'm going to put everything in here, and this will act as sifting it twice. Because if you do it with a regular sifter or like a strainer type of thing, you're going to sift this twice. It's super important, okay? So this little helper on the side there. So we're going to do 2 and 2. So 2 teaspoons. Okay, I'm going to get that exact. 1. Level it off. 2. Where's my tablespoon? My good old Tupperware. Don't use utensils from, the dollar store or wherever, Target and stuff, unless you're going to vet them, so to speak, and you're going to measure them up with ones that you know are accurate. I've done that. I took out 4 different mixy match cups and teaspoons and tablespoons that I had, and a lot of them were off. And in baking especially, that's going to matter. So I have to do this. Okay. And this will make, here, I got to level that one off too, also. This mix will last for weeks, I don't know, a couple months. So that's that one. So we have 2 and 2 of the baking powder. Next, it's going to be easy. I'm going to have half a teaspoon of salt. Again, I'm going to use these. Okay, I'm going to use the 1/4 teaspoon and just table salt. Okay, then we have some sugar. We're going to use a 1/4. Look at my big Tupperware. Can you see that? Hey, big work, man. Tupperware wasn't successful for no reason, right? What do I need in here? And I should really measure. A 1/4 cup. Let me grab a 1/4 cup. And there it is. Not a lot of sugar. There's a little baby one, huh? Let's scoop that in here. Okay. I always keep a measuring cup inside here just to go fast, you know, because I keep them across the room. And then I put my sugar and stuff in like a smaller one to have handy. Okay, where were we? Sugar. Cream of tartar. This is the only one you may or may not have on hand. I usually just use this in a couple of things. The first one I can think of is snickerdoodles, which I love, my snickerdoodles. So then we have a half of a teaspoon. There's a 1/4 again. Oh, this is going to be tricky. I think I'll do it over top of, I'm measuring over top of this in case I spill too much. So just bear with me here on this one. It's in this stupid little container. Okay, that's one leveled off. And then one more because we need a half. And these are quarters. Okay, get out there. I'm wasting some. But it won't fit in the container, you know. Okay, and that one's level. Get in there. Okay, now, one more thing for the dry. We need 4.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Again, I have it in my handy-dandy Tupperware. Okay, and 4.5 cups. So I kind of fluff it like this. I just kind of fluff it around a little bit, aerate it, you know. And then I can measure like this and a little bit more and then level, okay? In baking, that's important. 1, count with me. Get in there. 2, let's count in French. 3. And then one more of the full ones. Okay, that's 4, and I need a half. So I'm going to use this twice. In baking, like I said, I try. I think I'm a better cook than baker, but a lot of people know me just for baking because I bake for them sometimes. Okay, now what we got to do here is mix her up. So I'm going to get this going. People make their pie crust in their food processors too, which this is similar in that way because then we're going to add shortening and it'll be all finished. So baking powder, salt, sugar, cream of tartar, AP flour. Okay, so I'm going to pulse it at first. Get it going. And then I'll turn it on for just like a minute. And I'll probably shake it up a little bit more. This makes about, like I said, 6 cups or so, 7 cups. And when you do use it, what you want to do is not scoop it. Again, you want to like maybe fluff it up and then put it in your measuring cup, okay? And then go like that. Because like, for instance, the coffee cake. Here, let me just top this off. And I'm just going to fluff it up a little bit like this. Mixy, mixy. Oh, yeah. See, I feel like the bottom gets done first. But it wanted us to sift it twice. Get on there. Okay, back to this. Like for the coffee cake, for instance, you're going to use 3 cups of this. And then a little bit more sugar and milk. And then, you know, you make a topping or whatever. For the dumplings, you use the master mix and milk, and that's all. Okay, you don't have to add anything else. For my cake that I love so much, 3 cups of master mix, and then a little bit sugar and the juice of an orange. Then you do add some eggs, you know. But that's it. Like, and you can add in a peel of the orange or some raisins or nuts or whatever you like. Same with muffins. You're going to use this muffin one, I think, a lot. And I tried to write out the cards so that they make sense. Okay, that is definitely mixed. I don't know what else to call it, the master mix. Let's talk shortening, okay? Let's talk shortening. Don't quote me on the year. But, you know, a lot of the bakers that I've seen online and myself, I've noticed for years now, Crisco is not the same. I was a tried and true Crisco kind of gal. Like, nope, nothing else, no off brands. I'm using Crisco in my icing and my baking and whatnot. But guess what? The laws changed. I think it was in 2016 with the new administration coming in. They decided that they were going to tell us how to eat. And I highly objected to that, by the way. And they changed the trans fat laws, literally. So shortening isn't the same anymore. And if you've noticed some of your baked goods that you liked from your bakeries over the years, they just don't taste the same. That's why. But you can still find, instead of just all vegetable shortening, and I still have Crisco. I have butter flavor Crisco too, which I use in some cookies. Yay, I love it. But I bought Shop and Saves because this is the one from, sorry, to freak you out, but this is what y'all been eating for a while now. Animal fats. It's from meat fats, which means animals, plus a little bit of the vegetable oil. So this shortening is different. It even says great for baking and frying, because it is. Okay, what do you think they use in some restaurants and proprietary menus that they have? They're using this good stuff. So shush up, Shirley. What's next? That was my little lecture inventing about them changing the trans fats. If I want to eat trans fats, I'm going to, dang it. Okay, so cutting Crisco into here, and it's only going to be a cup. Here's my little tip. I rinse my cup first with plain water, so it might slide out better. We'll see. I'm going to need a good spoon. Okay, so let's put this in. And again, you want to push it down so that if you don't bake real often, these things are important, that you get it exactly as much as you can. Okay, so I'm going to push it in there. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah. Okay, and then go like that and kind of cut it off. Now, there's some always on the spoon. Account for that. And then I'm going to go around the horn and hope it comes out. There, pretty good. But it comes out a lot easier than if you don't do that. Oh, get in there. Trying to escape. Okay, I'm going to break it up a little bit. Like that. And then like that. Now we're going to pulse this, okay? Let me wipe my fingers. Move out the way. Here we go. Making a, is that a good name for it? Master mix? Like I don't know. Let's pulse it. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Oh, look at that shortening. It's going to be stubborn and stay on the side. Why I oughta. Maybe it'll catch if I do this. No, it's not going to. I have to open it and push it down. Okay, smarty pants. Get down in there. There we go. Mixing it up. So it looks like little peas, as we say when we make pie crust or cornmeal. Shake it up. Looks like it's gathering together. And this is going to be your mix. And you're going to put it in an airtight container. I cut Tupperware. Ooh, that's almost done. I'm just going to feel the bottom in case nothing got stuck down there. Look at I use this pitiful little spoon. Okay, I think it's ready. Looks good. It's going up high, but it's falling back down into the center blade. That's it. Okay, let's not overdo it. Let me grab a little spatula to show you. And this is our master mix. If I can get this out. Come on. There we go. Put that over here. And again, wipe your hands. You can do this, if you just use your cutter, your pie cutter. You can, as long as your preference of how to mix it up. But here's the point. Look at it. It's a little tacky, meaning a little clumpy, but really it's soft at the same time. So when you do use it, now I'm going to use some today. I'm going to use some peaches, just because I've been wanting to. So, it might be a little clumpy at first when you take it out of your airtight container, but just fluff it up, okay? And then use it from there. Okay, that's your master mix. I have on our group a section, and a lot of you said you don't know where it is. Here's where it is. It's in albums. So if you're looking at the site, maybe on the right side, and it depends if you're looking on a phone, an iPad, a PC, console, whatever. But try and find where it says albums. And you can look from there, and I have 3 different albums. I have the sweet stuff, I have main dinners, I think, and then I have recipes where I put all these cards, and then you can print them out. So I'm sharing all my good stuff with y'all, okay? Okay, next video, hopefully today, I'm gonna make something delicious with our mix. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions and comments, please comment below, okay? Love ya.